Hello everyone, welcome back to another gravy stream. Also, I haven't done a shout out in a while, but if you like the intro music there that we're listening to, it's by my buddy Sinful, CYNFUL. Should be a link in the description if you guys are interested in checking out his channel. He does more than just lo-fi music, also, by the way, just in case you guys were wondering. Alright, so today, the plan is we're going to do some sailing. As, you know, might have been able to guess from the, title. Yeah, I don't know how long we're going to stream today. But, plan is to get out there on the ocean. And hope to find some new swamps and maybe some traders. And since we're going to be doing that, we're probably going to need to take some portal bundles with us. So now, I have to remember which workstation we craft those in. Okay. Not that one, so it's probably this one. That's a basic item bundle. I'm very curious as to what the swamp hut bundle is, but not quite what we're looking for here at the moment. Do we just craft the bundle here? Wood portal item bundle. That's what we need. It's been a while since it's been a few episodes since I've crafted one, so I don't remember exactly where it is. Not getting distracted. Okay. Portal bundle crate. Spawns chest with items used to create the portal bundle item. Will not refund upon destruction. And that's the wood portal item bundle. So that's a little convoluted. Okay. Sounds like something's outside. Blep. Alright, well, one of these things should have what we're looking for here. Just gotta go through all the lists. You know, maybe we should actually make a shield at some point. Didn't really think about that, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, no, that's not it. It's at the forge. Why is it at the forge? You know, whatever. It's fine. Alright, so we're a little bit short on fine wood for that. We have I think we have an extra one, maybe? Kinda thought that we did. Maybe I had an extra one at one point. Okay. So, just to be on the safe side, we should probably farm a little bit more extra fine wood. So let's kind of wander out here. Hi, Piggy. But yeah, let's chop down a few birch trees, get ourselves at least another portal in case we feel like we need one really fast, you know? And then we'll get our materials together for our ship. Would have been really nice to craft the longship already. carve is a little, shall we say, finicky. I don't know, the carve is just like, can turn like so quickly, so it makes maneuverability a little, I don't know, not difficult, but strange. I will say, I feel a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday I was like so sleepy like the whole time I was streaming. I think I basically just like went and didn't really like knock out immediately in bed, but like I went and laid down and it was just like there's no getting up from there. I must have needed to catch up on sleep or something because I ended up sleeping for like a really long time. Alright, 53 fine wood, not bad. I mean, we have a couple more birch trees like right over here, so might as well just grab them while our axe still has durability. Though we are up to the iron axe now, so it is much easier to take down these trees, which feels good. Which also reminds me we need to get that oak orchard going. See how long this sailing adventure takes us. That'll probably depend on whether I actually get around to planting acorns or not. $105. Alright, last birch tree, and we'll head back to base. You know, I almost don't want to rest, because then we can sail at night. I'm not sure how we'll do against sea serpents, though, if we were to bump into any. But then again, I mean, we won't know unless we try, right? Although, it will be harder to spot swamps and stuff if we can't really see very well, so there's that. I don't know, I'm still torn. Probably gonna end up sleeping though. Alright, apple trees be applin', turnips be turnipin'. Feathers. Gotta make sure our crops are nice and protected. Meat-based tasty fermenting 24 minutes. Wasn't this like 3 minutes when we left off last night? I don't know, maybe I'm imagining things. I thought there was like 3 minutes left on that. Oh, whatever. It's fine. Probably fine. Alright. Let's make some more cabbage soup. And food looks good. Okay, so the next step then is take our portal bundles. Well, take one portal bundle anyways. Probably don't need two. I mean, if we're gonna put one down, right, we'll be able to come back to base and grab the other one. I kind of want to make another one though. Nah, it's unnecessary. We'll make another one if we need it. Okay, so what I need are more bronze nails, apparently. We have quite a bit of bronze right now, though, so should only need to make a couple batches of the bronze nails here. Because I think we had 50. Yeah. And there should be 80 for the carve. 20 resin. Doesn't look like this recipe has changed from the base game. 10 deer hide, 30 fine wood. 10 of you. 30 of you. Oh, I guess we really did need the fine wood anyways, right? For the to actually, you know, make the carve. Whoops. Okay. Anyways. I guess that in order to interact with the repair on a workbench, you have to actually have an item from that workbench that needs to be repaired, but whatever. So I think that the way I want to do this is we probably want to sail either from up here next to the original swamp, or maybe from like the Elder. And then I want to do kind of like a circle, basically, around this island that's here in the center. And then if we don't find anything, then we can choose another area and do like a circle. So maybe I don't know, maybe we'll just end up going in like a full circle around like our starter island. Like coming down around here or something like that. And doing just a big old circle. But let's start with here. As of such, let's go from bone mass. Sorry, I said bone mass. I meant the Elder. Start from the Elder. I'm still refusing to clean up all of these tendrils that were left from the Elder fight. Oh, there's so many. I find it kind of funny though, so. We could start doing like naming things. We could just call this like the vine forest. 2-star crusher. Interesting. For being a 2-star, it doesn't hit that hard. Just a little bit. A little bit of a tickle. Well, I wanted to sail in this direction, but based on the direction of the wind, I don't think we're gonna get away with that, so I guess we're gonna go that way. I remember this like it was yesterday, but not really. And it definitely wasn't yesterday. Alright. I know that we did, like, you know, the one little sail, like, over to that island over there. But, like... Oh, what is that? There's something down in the water. I want to know. This is probably dumb. But something's making waves out there. It might just be like a crab, in which case it's fine, but... One of those looks like it might be a crab, and the other looks like it might be something bigger. Oh, yep, nope, that's a serpent. Alright, I guess we're gonna find out whether... We're gonna find out how good our damage is against serpents. I'll hit it eventually. Surely one of these will land. That damage is not great. I guess it's not that bad though. Could be worse. Alright then. Crab is choosing to kindly donate some chitin to us. Should have enough stamina for this, right? Thank you for the emote spam, whoever's doing that. Appreciate you. That's probably another crab over there. Woot woot! Serpent meat! Oh hey, abyssal armor. I guess we can look into maybe crafting some of that. Yeah, I definitely think that's a crab over there. I think I'll leave it alone for right now though. We have bigger fish to fry. Literally. We have serpent meat. No, but well, you know what? The ship's not in too bad a condition either. I probably want to make a pit stop sooner rather than later to fix it, but oh, that's a shark. That is definitely a shark. Oh, nope, 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 nope. That is a 1-star. I don't know how much damage it's gonna do. I do not trust this. I don't trust this one bit. Run! I like it quite a bit, actually. The pacing is a little bit slower than, like, kind of what I'm used to, I suppose. But overall, like, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. A lot of new enemies, a lot of new build pieces. As somebody who's played quite a few hundreds of hours of Valheim, it's very nice and refreshing. And it doesn't feel like it's that different from like the base game in like the sense that it's like it doesn't feel like a completely new game. It's just like a different take on it, basically. Is how I would put it. It's very like vanilla plus-ish. Oh. Also, apparently we have one of the mods, I'm not actually sure which one, but one of the mods apparently marks our ships and stuff. So that's cool. I kind of feel like that's plains up ahead. I'm not sure. No, maybe it's meadows. I thought originally that the trees right there were birch trees, but I think they're actually beech trees. I'm still getting used to seeing the like colors of the land from like so far away. Kind of throws me off a little bit. Oh, that's another serpent. Hey, let's go. It's so weird seeing daytime serpents. And like, this is right next to our starter island too. So like, we're really close to spawn. I'm here for it. Serpents are way too rare in the base game, I feel like now. Where did you go, sea snake? It doesn't really feel like this bow shoots as far as you might think, though. I don't know, maybe it's something else. Oh, what the heck? Serpentlet? So that wasn't... Apparently that wasn't even a full serpent. They have like baby serpents? Interesting. That one doesn't feel as worth to kill. Those mats were not so hot. Still, lots of things to do on the ocean. I like it. It's always been kind of like one of my gripes about the base game, is like there's just doesn't feel like there's enough to do out on the ocean sometimes. For like how big it is and how like important it is. Just feels a little bland at times. But extra critters, and extra dangers, and extra materials. It's a lot more interesting. Alright, so... might have some swamp right over there. Kind of be looking that way. Got some meadows here, mountain. Really big mountain over there. I'm not actually sure, like, kind of what's the best way to check all these islands as we're going past them. But I don't see much going on over here. Yeah, that would be really cool. Like, I remember on their original roadmap, like, they were planning on doing an ocean update of some kind, and I thought it was going to be something really, you know, big, and, you know, them actually adding a bunch of stuff in, but, like, all they basically did when they did update the ocean was, like, you know, they added in fish, which is cool, but it doesn't make the ocean and sailing like that much more exciting. Especially when they like lowered all the drop rates, or not drop rates, but like the spawn rates of serpents. Yeah, it was very minimal. I was hoping for something a lot bigger. But, I mean, there's still time, you know. It's not like the game is done being developed yet. So, I'm hoping that maybe they'll add in something like after like the first, like after the Deep North comes out, you know, maybe they'll take like a small break, and then like maybe our first, you know, like big update after the Deep North is done, then maybe they'll touch up on the oceans a bit. Ah! Hello, shark. Alright, you are not a 1-star. Damage to the ship is not that great. Or not that big. Alright. This is manageable, I think. If I could hit the damn thing. Alright. Shark down. What do we get from the shark? I see bones and some sort of meat. Shark meat. Ooh ha ha. Did I get some wheat? Looks like I got some wheat. Fresh seaweed. Interesting. Okay. It looks like there's some more crabs over here. Probably. Yeah. Shark didn't do that much damage to the ship. Good deal. Getting ourselves a bit of chitin. And other things. Ugh. And here I was being like, we should be looking at land and looking for traders, and instead we're hunting sea critters. Easily distracted, am I right? Squirrel! And I hate squirrels. Ocean pearl. Interesting. I'm intrigued. Oh, that's for a giant clam chest. Huh. I think that's mostly like an aesthetics chest, but I mean, kind of down. Maybe we'll make one just to check it out. Oh, wait, hold up. That's definitely swamp over there, right? That flat land, dead giveaway. Definitely spent a lot more time out on the water here than well, I mean, I was planning on spending a lot of time in the water, I guess, but kind of used like the whole day and didn't make it very far, did we? Oh yeah, that is a very sizable swamp, for sure. I don't exactly want to land in it at night, admittedly. But I do kind of want to put a portal down. But I also want to fight sea serpents. Can't tell if I actually hit it or not. I gotta be careful. We're getting a little bit low on the arrows. I think that's one of the small ones. Yeah, serpentlet. Wait, did we really get nothing for that? It's a little saddening. Oops. It's so hard to hit things in the ocean because of all the bobbing and weaving. And that is a shark. Do those just have like massive freaking aggro range? Cause like, it looked like he came after us from really far away. Oh no! Shooting my own ship. It'll be worth it, probably. It's gonna be so easy to get distracted out here on the water. Blood bags, huh? I guess that makes sense. Some amount of sense for sharks that have blood bags. They do have blood after all. Alright, so I think the best course of action here is to probably head to the shore, put down a portal, and go home and sleep. And also depot all of our things. Then we'll go land in the swamp during the day. Put down a portal there, because I think that with a swamp that size, like, it's gotta have, like, dungeons and stuff, right? It's gotta be a busy place. Gotta be. Quick name this adventure. And I think what I want to do is put a little chest or something down over here next to our portal, so we can just put like our ship mats in there. I was very curious. What do you know? Oh wait, our ship is out in the water, so I guess we don't have to put this here, but at the same time, it's kind of cool. I like it. That'll be for our ship materials after we break our ship down. Excuse you, sir. You'll be having none of this breaking business. Thank you very much. Please don't bother the bees. Thank you kindly. Probably shouldn't be harvesting turnips right now, but we need to go sleep. Put our stuff away. But there's just so many turnips. In fact, there's so many turnips that we might actually be good on turnips for a while. I don't know. I'll probably replant them eventually, but we're supposed to be sailing, right? Always getting distracted. Wait, when did we get rotten vegetables? Okay, good to know. We can compost turnips. So turnips are potentially a way of getting more and more compost as well. I really need to do something about this chest situation. Soon. Soon-ish. Soon TM. And then seaweed. Where are we gonna put seaweed? Plants, I guess? It's technically a plant. Saltwater scent of this plant makes you think of the wide open ocean. Fair. And you know what? We are going to need an extension on our valuables chest. I guess this will be a miscellaneous material for right now. Under the sea. I love the little tooltips for some of these. I'm very amused. Abyssal helmet. That would be a downgrade. Not sure about that one. In a sense, the Abyssal chest would technically be an armor upgrade by 6 points. Though we would lose an extra 1% movement speed. Although that's not that bad, right? Like 1% extra movement speed. And we haven't been using Aether, so... We don't have enough chitin though. Definitely need to hunt some more crabs for that. But I also want to make the Abyssal Razor. I don't know if there's an iron knife. There's a dark steel stabber. Ice sickle. And that's a knife? Curved knife that can do a lot of harm. That sounds cool. And I can't wait till we get there. Ceremonial knife. Like, damage-wise, it looks like past the Abyssal Razor, it should be the Ceremonial knife after that. Or like the Dark Steel Stabber. We need the Ironworks for this though, and a Thunderstone and Dark Steel. Huh. It doesn't seem like this is... It doesn't seem like the Dark Steel Stabber is good though. Oh, it's 16, 16, and then 10 lightning. Okay, I see. I was missing the lightning damage on it. That's where I was mixing things up. Ceremonial knife is 26, 26, and then 15 fire. Ah, that's not until Ashlands though. Black Forge and Flametal. Damage seems so low for an endgame knife though. Huh. Very, very strange. Runic Ring Blade? The runes make the blade bounce off target and stay in your hand. Okay. Whatever this is, I have like an obsession with like ring blades, so like we need to get this. This is endgame though, because Flametal and Ifritium. Those damage numbers are questionable. 34, 34, 15, 15, and then 15 though. It does all sorts of damage. I'm very curious. I want to make one of these. So that's going to be the aim for like the end game. But until then, I guess the damage numbers aren't like that crazy low, like in comparison to other knives though. Like Skull and Haughty is like 45, 45, right? Which is a total of 90. And that's a two-handed. This is one-handed. This is 34, 34, which is 68, plus 15, 15, which is another 30. So that's already over 100 damage, and then 15 spirit. It's questionable that it's split so many different ways, though. But it also means that like most things are probably gonna like only resist or be immune to like one or two of these damage types. So maybe it's fine. I don't know. I guess we'll find out eventually. But yeah, the Abyssal Razor is where we're gonna be for a little bit. Presumably we can make the Ice Sickle in the mountains, maybe? Oh, That's frost steel and northern fur. Okay, never mind. That's probably then. That's probably like the deep north. Okay, so that's still endgame. Queen's Mandible Blade. I would assume that this is Mistlands, but I guess I don't know for sure. I'm very curious about all these knives, though. I like the idea. Yeah, that's still flame metal, so... I don't know when we can do Darksteer. Yeah, that is one of the really fun things about like these mods and stuff too, is like just there's so many new and interesting things. But yeah, I think that right now we want to make the Abyssal Razor. I think that's kind of where we're at. And I spent so much time looking at stuff that I didn't get to sleep. Whoops. Oh well. 'Tis what it is. We are gonna need some more chitin though. It'd be really nice to find a kraken. These crabs are getting us chitin, but it's a little bit of a slow process. Oh, you know what? I can't even cook the serpent meat yet. I don't think. I don't think we have the iron cooking station yet. Oh, there are grill improvement tools though. I need to keep this in mind. Oh, we didn't actually have the raw fish before, so the fishing rack is actually new. Interesting. Food prep table. I don't know where this is gonna go. Our kitchen is, we're gonna have to figure out something for this kitchen, but I definitely think that what's gonna happen is we're gonna have a few of the tables kind of gathered more in this general area here in the front, towards the front door. And then we're probably gonna want to do like a stacking chest system over here, something like that. So I guess this can go right here for right now. Yeah. I just kind of use like a floating mod or like a floating setting so that items don't drop to the ocean floor, but the swimming is cool. We did a little bit of swimming during one of the other mod pack runs that I was doing. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head though. But yeah, the swimming mods are interesting. It doesn't really work super well, it feels like, with like the way that the ocean mechanics work, with like it kind of pushes and pulls you up and down, but I like the idea at the very least, even if the execution isn't necessarily the best. But I also haven't played like with too many like swimming mods before, so that was kind of like the first time that I like really actually like used it. But I definitely had a few issues. Okay. So real quick before we head back out, I want to go get some more obsidian. Because we used like that entire stack of obsidian arrows. I used a lot more than I thought I was going to, that's for sure. But yeah, it does always feel bad like losing items to sinking. I feel like sinking shouldn't really be a mechanic in this game. Like, without the ability to like swim down. Like, the fact that you kind of have to like build like a platform or something, like a diving board, and then like go dive into the ocean seems a little silly to me. But who knows? It's very possible that like they might have intended to do things like a certain way, like initially, and then maybe like their roadmap was like a little ambitious, and they just decided to put things on the back burner. So it's very possible that they might have like intended to add in a swimming thing like earlier, but just ended up not ever doing it. I cannot claim to know the devs' minds or what goes on in the background, so, you know. I tend to just kind of try to give them the benefit of the doubt. After all, I've never worked on a game myself, so I know it's not always the easiest thing in the universe. I will say though, I'm a little saddened because like we're supposed to be getting that combat update like before the Deep North comes out, and we're getting towards the end of the year, and we haven't heard anything from Iron Gate like since like July. Not that I'm worried that it's not going to come out or anything, but it's like it was kind of, I don't know. I guess I kind of expected it to already be out. Alright, let's get off this mountain here before we die to the cold. Or a wolf. One of the two. Not me greeting for more obsidian. Yeah, 38 obsidian's pretty good. Although, I suppose I could get like one more node. That way we have like 40. So I can do a couple of batches of arrows. There was this one node that's like right here next to the ibex. Ibex. Here, ibex. Got some milk. It's gonna be fun once we actually get up into the mountains, I think. I haven't seen like too many of the extra critters that were added, but the fact that there's the ibex is really cool. I think the ibex are just cool animals in general, so it's really nice actually just like randomly kind of seeing them in there. But then we've also seen we've seen the Fenring brutes. But, you know, I just want to know what all the things are. What else is waiting for us up in the mountains? We did poke into a frost cave, and I don't remember there being anything really new in the frost cave, but, like, the wolves felt so much tankier than they do in vanilla, so I'm not sure if that's just like maybe our bow isn't quite up where it needs to be as far as stuff goes, but I don't know. We're still working on getting that iron, right? So we'll upgrade when we can to the huntsman bow. I really do. I just love all these extra food options. I don't know why. It's like, even if something's not necessarily like better per se, like just the fact that we have more options is very interesting to me, and I appreciate it. New friends. Yeah, I gotta try to... I don't normally team animals because I'm just lazy about it, but... I do wonder if something like the ibex is like tameable, because that'd be cool. It's good that it prioritizes the rotten vegetables to put into our composter. I appreciate that. Alright, so theoretically that took... it feels like we just burned through the days so fast sometimes. I don't know. I don't know if that's just me putzing around far too much. But putzing around is fun. I didn't change the destination of the portal. Whoops. It's okay. It's just a few extra seconds of loading screen. It's fine. Surely. Probably. Alright. Adventure. So let's go get this portal down in the swamp. Be really nice if it was a bogwitch swamp, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. Hey, who's murdering bacons? Probably a skeleton, if I had to guess, but unsure. Either way, I'm not gonna worry about it. Silly floating pufferfish. Well, unfortunately, the wind is going to work against us for a little bit, but what else is new? I do want to... I see the crabs and I'm just like, I want to go... just want to go shoot them and get kiting. But at the same time, should at least make a little bit of progress. Now we're in, and all we've done is hunt marine animals. Mostly. We chopped some wood, but, you know, whatever. Let's see here. Serpents. Bone maw, serpents, serpentlet. Oh! Okay, so they can grow up to be serpents. Interesting. Okay, so if we see serpentlets, we don't actually want to kill them. That's good to know. Good thing I checked on the VNEI. I will say this: the Valheim Never Enough Items mod is a game changer. It feels much like I kind of compared it to like a Minecraft mod, like where you can like search for stuff and whatever. It functions very much like in a similar fashion, and it feels really, really nice. Especially if you like especially because it works with other mods. so you can like kind of, it's a good way of like checking for things that you don't know about, whether it be like items or like enemies and stuff like that. I feel like it's one of those mods where if you're just gonna like, even if you were gonna play like vanilla, like with light mods, I feel like VNEI would probably be like one of those that you'd probably always want to add. Like the more I use it, the better it feels, for sure. On that note, though, with the fact that we're supposed to not off serpentlets, oh, you know what? I mean, they still drop serpent meat and serpent scales. So I guess we don't have to leave them alone. But it would probably be better to let them grow up into full-on serpents, I suppose. Oh, this crab. This crab is a menace. There we go. Didn't want to give up his chitin. Not that I blame him, but I need that chitin. I appreciate random crabs in the ocean having chitin. Because just Leviathans being like the only way to get chitin in the base game is a little eh. It's a little boring. A little old. I don't know. Maybe I've just played too much of this game. But I like alternate ways to get things. Again, this goes back to the options. The fact that you don't like just have to get lucky with a Kraken spawn to get chitin. This is really cool. I would definitely like to see a little bit more of that in base game in the future. Again, not trying to rush them or anything, but you know, like couple years down the line, after we get like 1.1 or like 1.2 update, something like that. It'd be really cool to see it just more, you know? Ah, that's probably swamp over there too. Alright. Let's give this swamp a peruse and see what we can find here. Well, that's a drugger already. But how about a dungeon, maybe? An A-bomb. Not what we're looking for. I think I might see a crypt over there. Plenty of clay. Not too worried about clay though. Clay's kind of just been like a thing that's like It exists. This looks like a glowy herb. Mugwort. That's new. Okay. Blackberry juice base. Circling over there. That looks like some plains. Plains are meadows. I love that you can find like a random iron. Night Shroud Vault. Oh, there's a crow up there. I was kind of messing with my vision a little bit. I like saw the crow just like kind of sitting up top there. What are you doing, crow? Apparently the crow was just existing. It was just vibing. Well, unfortunately for it, it was made of feathers. Alright, well. There's a couple of crypts. Okay, yeah, no, I think that's meadows, not plains. Oh, yeah, it is meadows. Don't mind me, I'm silly. But I am also a finder of iron. And I found iron in the swamps. Blackberries. That's kind of random. Thought that blackberries were in the Black Forest. And what is this stone structure doing here? More A-bomb. Oh, okay, it's one of these. I see. Yeah, it has a brute in it. Sick 'em, lads. Bet you the brute wins. Let's see. Clay, ghosts, more blackberries. Huh. Yeah, I guess you can just find... Wow, the skellies won! I would've lost that bet. This is why I don't bet, by the way. Or this is why I don't gamble. I can't believe that the skeletons actually managed to defeat that Grey Dwarf Brute. That's crazy. And we reap the rewards. I don't know why I always check the boss runes. Like, it genuinely like kind of doesn't matter once you've already beaten the boss, right? But I don't know. I just like to know things, I guess. Alright, so we have these ghosts that we're going to have to deal with in a second. I'm going to try to avoid the A-bomb, because I just don't want to deal with it. Something's getting broken over here, from the sounds of it. Ah, little Grey Dwarf tower. Yeah, there was an iron node right here. So hopefully this doesn't wake up the A-bomb. Kinda seems like we're good. Gonna have to deal with this oozer. Another node right there. Wait for the jump. I love me some stag breaker. Go figure, we have another oozer that wants to come play with us. Kind of waiting for the jump again. There we go. I'm also very surprised that that ghost over there hasn't wandered over our way. I mean, you know, I'm playing this like super duper careful, but I kind of forgot that I have resistance to poison from our headpiece, so like we probably could have just run in there and punched them, but whatever. Something better safe than sorry, right? Wait, what? Belts? Plural? There are multiple types of belts? Okay, I'm interested. I like where this is going. There should be another pile of iron. Still haven't angered the A-bomb, so that's good. Yes, Mr. A-bomb, I see you over there. You're not slick. Sometimes they're kind of slick. They kind of blend in a little bit. I think it's probably in our best interest to come over here and clear out these spawners. Oof. Let's not get hit by the 1-star Draugr though. If we can help it. Alright, next would be the archer. And this should be an easy cleanup now. So many things. Okay. Rocks, bones. Don't really need a ton of those. Dandelions are useful, but we can find them elsewhere. Not really worried about moss, honestly, at this point. What else we got? So we got these warriors, talismans, swamp tree seeds. Skeleton trophy would be nice though, because compost. We have too many things. We're doing good on feathers. We can drop feathers. What else? Our Great Orph Eye situation is pretty decent as well, so I'd probably just rather have the metals for right now. Oh, and it's almost nighttime. Okay. Yeah, we should get out of here sooner rather than later. Wasn't there another dungeon really close by though? Wanted to mark it before we got too far away. Yeah, I think it's right there. Ooh, what's this? What is this? That's a new thing. I want it. We can drop the wood. It's fine. Dark pool. No idea if that's how you pronounce it or not. We don't have thistle, so I'll leave it for now. Ah, rotten meat. That's useful too. Everything is useful. Everything feels bad when you leave it behind. Oh. Oh, that's a thing. I see. Oh, we only get the swamp key is not renewable. That's interesting. So that means the one dungeon that we did open, that's kind of the one that we have to go to. Awkward. So I have to remember that it's this one right here. Okay, so that means that we have to, technically, if we want to open more dungeons, we're gonna have to go fight the Elder again. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh no, the piggy. That poor piggy. Giant bat. I mean, maybe giant, but it's kind of weak. Interesting, though. I was trying to hover over it there just to see if it, like, had, like, the frightened condition or something. Because that would have, you know, been like, oh yeah, you can maybe tame this. Which would have been interesting. But it does not seem like that is the case. Ooh, you know what? We gotta be really careful with these Surtlings, because we are weak to fire right now. That's a lot of jogger. At least being wet means that we're gonna have less trouble with that, though. Not entirely sure how I missed that iron deposit there, but apparently I missed that iron deposit there. sounded like a belch. Well, that was a lot. Quite a lot of stuff going on. Alright, I need to mark this iron deposit. I need to mark that dungeon. And we should try to head home. And of course, there are more enemies waiting for us. Come on then, you pansy. Is that a ghost at the entrance of the dungeon that our portal's on too? It's not just one, it's two. Because why not? Well, at least we haven't gotten attacked by any wraiths yet. We're being yet. Oh boy, we have so much stuff. I'm gonna need to extend this sooner, or this storage of food stuff sooner rather than later. There's so much extra stuff now. Oh dear. And we still have like so much stuff to like pick up off the ground and stuff too. What is this? Swamp tree seeds. Okay, so those go outside. And we'll put away the iron arrows for now. Do-do-do-do. Oh yeah. Alright, sleep, and then we can go back and we can pick up all that stuff that we left on the ground. So much stuff. Should probably also maybe move the portal over to the dungeon that we can actually get into. Seems like a good idea. Glowing things. Glowing things are my weakness. Take that, Mr. Leech. There's gonna be so much stuff to pick up. Say that like it's a bad thing. Like us having more stuff is like us having more stuff is bad. Having too much stuff is a good problem to have, right? Right. Probably. Now going over here might seem like a waste of time and a bit out of the way, but I did want to go pick up the mugwort that was over here too, because it's shiny and glowing and taunts me. At least I thought there was mugwort over here. Ah, there it is. Of course you wouldn't say no to some more extra guck, right? Or a nice iron deposit. This is like the bright side of the keys being consumed, is that at the very least there's more iron deposits around, so technically we could have actually like come here to the swamps. Like, not that I would have known, but like we could have technically skipped to the swamp and just found iron. Insignia of the Damned. That's new, I think. Fenring Cult Insignia. I don't know what that is, but it sounds interesting. Alright, don't get leeched. Oh, butts. The one thing that we haven't found, unfortunately, is a flame geyser. That would have been helpful. I mean, we can kill an A-bomb, but it's gonna take a little bit of time. Our damage against them is not great. Their secondary attack is almost as good as a full combo. Okay, that tree getting knocked down really freaked me out. I didn't know what the heck that was. I was like, no way another A-bomb just like spawned like right on top of us, right? Well then, I suppose with our inventory full yet again, probably a good idea to just plop our portal right on down and go depot. It's so ridiculous how fast our inventory fills up. I was about to do a thing, but decided against it. If you like hoarding items the way that I do, definitely highly recommend checking out the Balrond Amazing Nature mods. There are so many extra things. Grab some coal here as well. I think we're gonna have to refill. Probably gonna have to smelt some too. We are getting lots of iron though, which is great. Despite having not actually made it into the crypt yet. Yeah, those go in there for right now. We'll move them later. Can we craft the iron pickaxe yet? Not quite. So we need 4 straw thread. Okay. I'm just gonna make like a stockpile of this straw thread because I keep needing it. We just never have enough like sitting just like in our boxes. Wait, what? Why does this go from 4 to 2? Maybe the number is getting cut off and it's actually 20. That's probably what's happening. Iron pickaxe. Yes, please. Gear upgrades. That's what we like. So I thought I heard something being broken out here. Yep. Hey, you, knock it off. So rude. I might want to chill on the honey for a bit. I don't know. We're getting quite a lot of it. Yeah, like there's not really a lot we can do with it for right now, which is kind of the thing. It's like we're accumulating it, which is good, but we're not really using it at the rate that we are accumulating it, right? Oh, also, we do have enough materials now for the Abyssal Razor. So I'm going to craft that. What do we need for upgrades on that, though? 10 chitin. Alright. Might be worth it a little bit to upgrade some of our armor, too. It's not very, like, material intensive, honestly. Those, on the other hand, might leave those alone. And our headpiece is crafted here. Okay, so Belt of the Forester. Run stamina usage minus 10%, max carry weight plus 50, which is cool. And that uses an Elder's Heart, so that's another reason to go beat the Elder again. Belt of the Mountaineer. Okay, so this is plus chop plus pickaxe. Belt that has all the tools a sailor needs to make it easy on a journey. Oh, swim stamina usage minus 20. That's cool. And the Fenrir Cult Insignia is apparently a sellable. Maybe it crafts into something, I don't know. We can check. Insignia. Drops from Fenring's cultists and brutes. Ah, it crafts into other things, like cultist armor legs. Which we don't have red jute for, which is why we don't have the recipe for it yet. Interesting. Cursed Hand. Curse of Fenring has its pros and cons. Is that a fist weapon? I have no idea what that does, but I'm very curious. We have so much stuff to do. Oh boy. Yeah, I think this playthrough is gonna be very long. There is so much stuff to explore. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I was about to say, that sounded like a bear. Go figure, it was a bear. Okay, so there's all this. What does it do? We need to get this iron node. And I suppose that will help this bear with this circling over here too, while we're at it. Light that we can see by. It's beautiful. I mean, not really, because we're still just looking at the swamp, but, you know, it's nice to be able to see. And then the not being able to see part. Figures. Is it just me, or is that A-bomb like extra glowy? You think that's like a starred one? I don't really want to find out, honestly, but... looking around, looking around, looking around, and looking around. Some clay. Not really interested in that. Oh yeah, our damage feels so much better with the Abyssal Razor. Some just tall grass seeds that we threw out. Not too worried about that. Alright. To avoid bringing on the ire of the old A-bomb, go ahead and put our portal up here. Well, I guess I was trying to put the workbench not so close to it, but, you know. Shinies. Shinies everywhere. I really do like the fact that you can just randomly find iron in the swamp. It's very cool. For some reason to me. I don't know. Anything else of interest around here? Yes, water lilies. Oh no, I don't have room. There's always room for water lilies. Don't ask me why. I don't have a real answer for you. I just like them, okay? Okay, so I guess we'll spend at least a few minutes. We'll go wander into one of the crypts and see if they're any different on the inside. I should have built my base next to the water though. I really donked up on that one. Could have had so many water lilies. Alright. Sitting on a pretty good amount of iron now, which feels good. Don't know exactly what else we're going to do with it right now. I know that we want to make our huntsman bow, right? So there's that. Where are you? Huntsman bow. We'll be jumping from 36 pierce and 1 poisoned up to 42. That's not actually that much of an increase, is it? At least it doesn't feel like it. Wait, we can carry 1,498 blunt arrows in 1 stack. I didn't even realize the obsidian arrow is 1,000. Wow, we can carry so many arrows. That's wild. I'll have to keep that in mind. We wouldn't actually need the materials to, like, you know, make them though. That's kind of like what's holding us back. I should make the huntsman bow though, I think. Unless there's just like another bow. I don't know. Ash Fang, other Fang, Stronger Fang, Finewood Bow, Huntsman Bow, Spine Snap, it's all normal. Black Metal Great Bow, Ferrocerium Bow, okay. Bow reassembled maybe? Those used by the ancient warriors of Ashlands. Hey! What do you want, Spirit Deer? Weirdos those lot. Just like randomly decide to come running at us. So we were looking at bows. Froststeel Greatbow. Ferroboron Greatbow. This giant bow needs more strength of its user, but provides greater results. Okay. Motor's Sorrow. Presumably that comes from motor. Bone Reinforced Bow, and then Orshabal. Awakening the true power of Draugr-Fang. The bow takes time to draw, but it shoots 3 arrows at once. 101 piercing, 30 poison, and 30 spirit? What is this thing? It requires a Draugr-Fang, an ancient relic, leftovers of long-forgotten empires, emanates with great power. Flametal. Okay, so this is like a endgame bow, but which I've kind of figured from the damage numbers, but interesting. So that's like a whole new level of non-sensory. Okay, yeah, and this is crafted after we beat motor. Kind of figured. I like the sound of it though. I have like an obsession with like frost bows, like, well, frost things in general, but frost bows in particular too. Crossbone. Yes, it is a crossbow. Yes, it's made of bones. Fair enough. Okay, yeah, so, I mean, it looks like the Huntsman Bow is the next thing, and then the Draugr-Fang after that, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just save the iron on the Huntsman Bow. Doesn't seem like it's that much of an upgrade anyways, like 42 from 36. It's a whole 6 damage. I don't know. It might be better though. We'll see. We are getting a lot of iron, and I'm not entirely sure what else we're going to use iron for, so there's that. Yeah. But yeah, let's go spend a few minutes messing around in the crypt and see what it looks like. Really is a little bit of a shame that there's not like an iron knife though. Like there's so many other knives like towards like the endgame and stuff, which is really nice because like normal endgame knife is like the skull and haughty, right? But the fact that we're still kind of missing a... I mean, I guess we're not entirely missing a knife in the iron area. Like, I guess technically the Abyssal Razor kind of falls into that category-ish, but We're getting right into it, aren't we? We can be a little bit reckless here because of that resistance to poison that we have, but realistically that was a little dangerous. Just a little bit. So far, nothing too crazy different though. It does seem like we have a lot of muddy scrap piles though, so it's possible that they might have intentionally added more nodes in, or like increased like the weight of nodes spawning. Not sure. Which would make sense with the fact that you have to use a key, right? Like you have to beat the Elder and then use that swamp key. Unless we can get swamp keys from other things, like maybe Draugr Elites or something. Swamp key. Oh yeah, it has a chance to drop off of Draugrs. Very, very small chance though. 50% off of Draugr Elites. Okay, yeah. Elder and Risen Trolls drop them as well. It's a 1% chance though, so if we were gonna find them, it's gonna be from Draugr Elites, from the looks of it. So it might actually be a good idea if we find another spawner to not break said spawner. So that way we have a chance at spawning Draugr Elites and getting more swamp keys off of them. Good to think about at the very least. But yeah, I'm not sure how much iron we're gonna need during this playthrough, but we're probably gonna need a bunch of it for random things like crafting tables and, you know, iron's always useful, right? So alright, so with that in mind, I'm going to leave that room alone. And yeah, we'll just leave that spawner in there and probably spend some time farming some Draugrs at some point. Unless we get like a better room, but hey, Draugr Elite, what do you know? How's our backpack already full? Oh, it's not. We're at max weight already. How did we manage that? I guess the rusted metal scrap is super duper heavy. Amongst other things. Alright, fair enough. Wait, carrying too much? How am I carrying too much all of a sudden? I don't know. Come here, you. Alright, so for right now, let's start storing heavy things in this chest. So many metals. Yeah, that's a problem for later us. It does suck a little bit that, like, the way we opened it, it's kind of, you know, really open into that room, and it just so happens to be like probably the easiest room to store metals in with where the chest is, since like right there next to the entrance. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. Surely we won't randomly die to getting sniped by a bowman in there or something, right? Right? Sure hope not. I could foresee that happening though. Well, we found a Bone Master in, which, you know, would be cool if we didn't already know where Bone Mass was and have a portal over there, but you know, whatever. I wonder what Bone Mass is going to be like though. Like, the Elder got pretty crazy with all the roots not despawning, but I wonder what they decided to do to Bone Mass. And we'll find out soon enough. Like, we should have more than enough withered bones to summon him already, and we know where he is, so. So yeah, we'll definitely summon Bone Mass probably either next stream or the stream after. I think once we feel like we're actually fully prepared. I'm not sure what that's going to take exactly, but you know, once we feel prepared. I don't see another spawner in here, so it's probably safe to do this. A little sketchy, but little stuff in here is a little ominous. Hey, chains! There we go. Ooh, green hanging brazier. Wait, hold up. Crystal stuff? Hook stand? Okay, hold up. There's some really cool stuff going on here. There is some very cool stuff going on here. I like it. I like where this is going. We might need like all of the chains in the universe. I'm just saying. There might need to be many green hanging braziers, however you want to pronounce it. pockets are full again. Okay, so like, crypts aren't really super duper different, but they are very, they have a lot of stuff in them, which is very cool. So it feels like they're just a little bit more jam-packed than normal, but we'll also have to see, right? Like, we've only been through a couple of rooms so far. There might be even more random things waiting for us, but nothing too crazy or different so far. Except for just the amount of materials and stuff that you're getting. Also the number of spawners. Maybe? Oh, no. Never mind. I thought there was another spawner in here. I don't know. Maybe we're just getting a lot of spawners in this one. I'm not really sure. Oh, more chains. Yes. I will say though, for using like a consumable key, and then well, this is kind of what I feel like dungeons are supposed to feel like. I guess is where I was trying to go with this. Like bountiful loot. That's that stuff we do like. I can't quite get this muddy scrap pile. Oh well. Anyways. Okay, so what we need here is probably a chest just outside of the ugh, sneezes. Alright, so we're gonna do my normal trick that I do with these crypts. I'm gonna go get the materials for a chest, put it right outside, on top. That way we can just put all the metals up in there from below. And then we can hop on top and... Don't hop on pop. No, we can hop on top. After we put them in the chests. And then just walk, like, you know, slow walk them through the portal. So we just add a chest like well, I was gonna add a chest like that, but construction bench. I'm still getting used to the whole construction bench versus workbench thing. Construction bench, where are you? There you are. I mean, I guess we could just make a reinforced chest. It's not super expensive. And apparently it doesn't care about what type of workbench you have going on. Oh, wait, I need those 2 iron, don't I? Alright, we're just gonna dedicate it to the cause, just because it's a little bit easier. I don't want to deal with, I don't want to deal with having to go grab a construction bench and put that down, and then put down the chest, and then take the construction bench away, and then, like, ultimately, we're just gonna end up, you know, moving this, and it's gonna be a whole big hassle. So we might as well just commit. Holy... That's a lot of space. We need to make these. We need more iron for that. But that's what we're doing. We're getting iron. Alright. storage will soon no longer be an issue, I'm sure. Shortly. What else is probably super duper heavy? And that, and yeah, probably that. Yeah, over encumbered. Go in the chests. Put the stuff in. Grab the rest of this stuff. Literally just like more stuff than we have inventory space for. Too much good stuff. Good problems to have. Might also reconsider locating this portal. I don't know, maybe we don't need this little alleyway type thing. Maybe I should just take the walls down, leave it like really open. I don't know. There's options here. But we definitely do need more storage space because we have so many more metals and other random junk. But, I mean, you know, I guess we've kind of already known this has been a problem for a while, so it's fine. Once we get more iron chests, it's a problem that'll kind of just fix itself, right? What were we doing with the mycelium? I know we needed it for planting mushrooms. Do we have it outside? Might be outside. Also, look at all this rotten meat. So much stuff we can just put in the composter. Got 4 more. It's all coming together. Oh dear. Yeah, we need more space out here too. It's okay. That's what entering the Iron Age is all about, right? Getting your reinforced chests and just getting like so much more extra space. It's all good. And we'll be fixing that in the near future here. Well, near future as in next stream, which will be like probably next week. Or not probably, but it'll be next week. There's so much rusted metal scrap. So yeah, we're gonna have to start breaking some of this down and condensing it and stuff like that. We're gonna need more coal as well for that. Iron, iron, and iron. It's beautiful. Look at that, 62 iron. Alright. But yeah, so I have been starting to feel a little bit better since all this stuff going on. So I'm going to try to get some longer streams in next week. But we'll kind of see what happens. I'm still like a couple of days off of like one of my medications. So hopefully it'll be fine over the weekend. But yeah, I'll let you guys all know on Monday. Yeah, I'm gonna take the weekend off, just kind of rest, do stuff around the house, blah blah blah. Other than that, hopefully we'll start doing some like 3, maybe 4 hour streams. Pushing it a little bit longer, but not like too crazy, something like that. I'll just have to make sure that I take like a quick dinner break. So we'll probably, I'll have to do like I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But beyond that, thank you guys all so much for coming and hanging out. Appreciate it. Whether you guys are actively chit-chatting and, making fun of me, or just listening and lurking in the background. All that stuff helps out the channel, you know, because just, you know, Google algorithm just likes number go up. But beyond that, yeah, I'll just keep the intro a little bit short. Hopefully I'll see you guys all on Monday, and I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your night and or day, depending on where you are in the world and when you're watching this. I hope that you guys will have a wonderful weekend, and I hope that you guys will spread love and kindness wherever you go, and that it will circulate right back on to you. So yeah, until next time, everybody, I hope that you have a good one. Gravy signing out.